Today we're going to have you read the lyrics to a song, and then by popular demand of the subscribers, you will also get to listen to it after.
Okay, I like this because last time I got to listen to the song and it like gave me a lot more insight about what the song was actually about.
I'm excited because usually like we don't get to hear the song afterwards, so now it's like I get to know the lyrics and then kind of like match it up and see how it gets put together.
When you actually get to break down the lyrics, it's like, oh, okay, I learned something.
Just stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Oh, yay. It's Harry Styles, Sign of the Times.
I know what this is. Just stop your crying. It's a sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. Hope you're wearing your best clothes. Sign of the Times by Harry Styles. I'm guessing he's like breaking up with someone or ending something.
They're kind of sad that they're in this portion of their life and it's the final show, so you hope you're ready.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. I think it's Harry Styles. I'm not 100% sure.
It's like final times with somebody, whether it's like a significant other, or just friends, or just a person. I think it's that new Harry Styles song, but I'm not positive.
Like something tragic's happen and then your final show is like death.
You can't bribe the door on your way to the sky. You look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. Ooh.
It almost sounds like he's like alluding to talking about heaven in a sense.
On the way to the sky is like heaven, so I mean, you can't really bribe your way into heaven.
When you're at that point and you're not allowed in, it means you can't just sneak your way in at the point. You have to work for it.
You look pretty good down here because like they look good on Earth, but they aren't good, so maybe they aren't like a good person.
Maybe they have like some serious issues and they may be putting it to like keeping it together on the outside, but on the inside they're like dying almost.
We never learn. We've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets!
We clearly should end this, and like we always kind of go back into this same pattern.
We still don't learn from our mistakes and we're always running away from our mistakes.
The bullets would be the bad things that are happening to them, like they're trying to like dodge all the bad stuff.
I'm just gonna assume that they're not actual bullets, and he's talking about some like figurative, like their relationship is taking a hit.
Just stop your crying. It's a sign of the times. We gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here.
Don't be sad about it. This is just what happens. Like, this is what the time is right now. This is what we're going through.
But he's like, all right, we gotta get away from here, work on ourselves.
It might be we gotta get away from here because time is always moving. It's a sign of the times. We can't really escape that.
Just stop your crying. It'll be all right. They told me that the end is near.
I'm assuming he's talking about the relationship. Like, okay, well, you know, we're coming towards the end of it right now.
I don't know if it's the end of a relationship or an end of a person's life. It could be either.
They said the end is near, so you just need to persevere, forget about everything else, just focus on yourself and where you need to get.
We're all gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die. It'll be fine. Don't cry. Don't be emotional about it.
The end of this person's life is coming up and he's aware of it and he's telling this person that everything's gonna be okay because you're gonna be happy in another life.
Just stop your crying, have the time of your life, breaking through the atmosphere, and things are pretty good from here.
You can be sad that it's moving on and time is going forward, but don't cry about it. Just enjoy the moment that you're in and be present.
You gotta go out and have fun. Everyone is only here for a little bit of time, so you gotta have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Breaking through the atmosphere is another like sign for heaven.
Breaking through the atmosphere really is the last task that you need to do to get to the good part where it says things are pretty good from here.
Remember, everything will be all right. We can meet again somewhere far away from here.
We'll be able to see each other again somewhere, I'm assuming in the afterlife.
Everything's gonna be okay in the end, and like no matter what, they can always like meet again.
Just because this moment in their life is coming to a close doesn't mean that they can't meet again somewhere else in a different time, as a different place, in another life, brother, as Lost would say.
It's something that everybody wants very badly. You know, if you have a loved one who's passed away, you always wish that you had like that one extra moment, like if only you could see them one more time.
You might have loved each other on Earth, but if someone passes away, you're gonna see them in the afterlife.
We don't talk enough. We should open up before it's all too much. Will we ever learn we've been here before? It's just what we know.
It sounded like they had a pretty close relationship before, but they don't really open up maybe about themselves and how they're like truly feeling.
Whatever it is, it's toxic and we've been here before, but we still kind of like keep going.
They're not like making their own path. They're kind of just living it in the circle.
Stop your crying, baby. It's the sign of the times. We gotta get away. We gotta get away. We got to run.
Don't cry because a moment is happening, and don't cry because a moment ended. Be happy and be present.
I don't really know if a sign of the times is like the end of a relationship or the end of someone's life. It actually does kind of sound like someone's dying and like they're telling this person to kind of just move forward with their life.
I know Prince, after he broke away from his group, his first single was A Sign of the Times, so I feel like this is kind of like a nod to Prince in a way.
There's just a lot of crying from this other person. He's just trying to comfort them in this situation. He's like, Kleenex should be getting something from this.
So overall, what do you think this song was about?
Now I think it's about death, kind of dark and depressing.
A couple that were constantly like not opening up to each other and then running away from their problems and then doing it all over again.
One person just was there and appreciated what they have and wanted to bring the other person along with them.
Hey, it's okay. This is what happens over time. People do die and stuff, but don't let it like consume you so much that you can't enjoy life itself.
Do you know this song's title and artist?
I don't.
Sign of the Times by Harry Styles.
Sign of the Times by Harry Styles.
Artist is Harry Styles, Sign of the Times.
This is Sign of the Times by Harry Styles.
Oh my god, I haven't listened to that song. I'll probably cry.
Is he still in One Direction? I'm not really sure, but I guess that just shows how much I know about him.
I'm very, very familiar with Harry Styles, having been a still going One Direction fan since I was like 9.
So this is actually Harry's debut single after One Direction. He wrote this song from the perspective of a mother in childbirth who is told she has 5 minutes to live, but her child will survive. She's telling her baby to go forth and conquer.
Damn, that's a lot different than You Don't Know You're Beautiful.
I have no clue where he like got that inspiration from, but it's really very nice.
It's cool and it's like meaningful, obviously, but it's so random.
With my last like breaths before I pass away, I'm telling you like, hey, live on, don't cry about it. It's okay. You're gonna get through all of this. It's like, oh my God. I'm gonna cry just thinking about that.
So now let's play you a piece of the song to get your thoughts on listening to it.
I've literally never heard it.
I don't wanna cry.
Like, it's not poppy at all.
It's a lot like, more like rock ballad sounding than I thought it would have been.
His voice is just like, ugh.
Dude, he sounds so different from like the last time I listened to One Direction.
You can't do that to me, like with that falsetto. You can't do that. Expect me to not get like super sad about that moment.
It's pretty crazy how someone could just like reinvent themselves like that. That's so cool.
Does reading the lyrics and hearing the song change anything for you?
Yeah, I mean, it makes me appreciate it more.
Now, knowing the exact meaning of the lyrics, it definitely brings like new life to the song.
Hearing what it's actually about, like the mother-child relationship, it's like more interesting.
It's a good song, but I can't listen to that. Like, I'd cry myself to sleep listening to that.
I definitely like the song because he sounds like an angel, but without like that background, I would have known nothing about this.
Play it again. Let's go. Spin that track, DJ.
Thanks for watching us break down Sign of the Times on the React channel.
New shows every week. Make sure to subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Katie, a React channel producer. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you want to see one of your favorite songs broken down, let us know in the comments. Thanks guys.